What is going on, guys? I'm Jason 2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the high-grade Gundam Kimaris from the Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans line. And this Gundam has technically appeared in the anime, like Galileo was guiding it to be launched, but it still hasn't been seen in action in the anime. And this Gundam, well, it basically follows the Gundam frame structure, I would say. Like, you can still see some significance from the Barbatos, like the torso, and like the arms, like the piping, and like the connection piece for the shoulder armor, but the whole molding is different. Probably like the 1/100 would use the Gundam frame as a universal frame for all the Gundams. But the high grade cannot do it, unfortunately, but I understand why. Because it's just so small. And look at the head. I like the head. And it kind of reminds me something like the Divinidad or like the Hammurabi, with the Gundam face on it. And as for stickers, you have the yellow tucked away in there, like in the gaps. The purple, the eyes, the yellow on the back of the head, all the like light turquoise on the shoulders, like the turquoise triangles. And the mounting point fell off. I'll explain that in a moment. And the purple triangles on the skirts, and like the black inside the verniers. And that's all for the stickers. That's all for the details of the Kimaris. Now, articulation, as you may expect, is not as good as the Barbatos, so the heads can still go up and down, forwards and back, rotate. The arms can go up on the polycap joint. The shoulder armor has two joints. It has a joint here at the individual binders, and it has a joint on the shoulder pads. And the arm can go out that far. And it cannot go up any further when the shoulder armor is up because it collides with the chest. The arms can rotate all the way around, can bend at one joint, as usual for the Gundam frames. The wrist will rotate and wiggle. The waist, the torso still has that bar joint, and the ball joint is just a swivel. You may see here I may have changed a polycap. The polycap it came with from the kit does not work as well as I wanted to, so I switched one out from the gold frame of Masumina, which I'm gonna review later. So the front skirts can move upwards, side skirts can move that far all the way. The back skirts are a stump. The legs can go forwards and back separate from the waist, can go forwards, backwards, outwards surprisingly far. Rotate at the hip, double jointed knee. Yeah, it's still double jointed, but because of the armor, it cannot do as well. The foot if you open up the armor, the foot can go side to side, and it can still rotate inside, and the toe can go down and rotate for some stupid reason. Well, I guess you have some aerodynamicy options, but overall, articulation is still good for the Kimaris. For accessories, now, this mounting point, I put it on because there's nothing to cover up the back skirt of the whole of the back skirt, so you just cover it up to make it look better. That mounting point is for the army knife, or whatever the hell it's called. I still call it the army knife because it's just not a sword. This is its folded up version. And you can just store it by sliding it down, and hopefully it will not pop off. So this is how it will be stored. To be used, you can just unpeg it, just flip out the blade, and just slide it into the Kimaris' hand. So now it has a army knife. I don't know how would that come to play, but it's definitely an awesome feature, which is a flipping blade, kind of reminiscent of the Exia. So just store it back here. You have the discs which are hidden in the shoulder armor, which you can just pop up like that. And with this, I need to use a pair of tweezers for this. So you can just push it out. Yeah, just leave that knife off to the side and show you how the discs look like. They're kind of like some ninja star kind of thing. I don't know how would that come to play either. Probably as like a surprise attack. But it's a funny feature, but very nice feature to have. Shoulder mounted weapons which are hidden away. So possibly Gaelio will use a surprise attack. I don't know. But it's despite the leg falling off, it is time to show off its signature weapon, the lance, which is a very long lance. Now compared to the Kimaris, the lance is a lot longer and a lot taller. It is like it's just so long and I love it. And you may see here there are some gun barrels inside the lance. Sorry I didn't have time to touch up. There is some gun barrels in the lance, so probably these can shoot some bullets. Probably not like impaling a mobile suit and just shooting it. I don't know, but it is a nice feature reminiscent to the Schwalbe Grace. So you cannot just put it in the hand. You have to take the hand cover off. But what's good about it is that the lance have a peg, which pegs into the hand cover like this, and it's solid, very solid, so that the lance will not just slide down the hand. And one cool thing about this frame is that the lance stays held. It will not just tilt to the side like the Gusion hammer. It stays held. So you can really pull off some dynamic poses with this. It is really cool. I don't think I've seen a high-grade Gundam have a peg in the hand cover. Well, it's kind of tedious to set up, but yeah, the process is still worth it. So that's all the accessories for the Gundam Kimaris, if it won't fall down. Now to a transformation. Now it has the opening armor like in the concept art, so you can just open them up. And there are some movable thrusters in there on hinges. Now let me point the toe down first. So you can position him however you want. I usually just position them facing forward. So let's just do that on the other leg. And there you have probably like a high speed mode. I don't know, but you can still see the piping of the Gundam frame inside. So that's definitely a nice feature. So that's basically all for the Gundam Kimaris. Okay, so for comparisons, let's bring in the other two Gundams that were released in the Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans line. First is the Gundam Barbatos. And finally, the Gundam Gusion. Which, if I can even get it to stand, it would be nice. We'll just lean back on the background. So yeah, all three Gundams. And there is another one coming out. I don't know about the community, but the wiki said the name of the new Gundam is the Gundam Gusion Remake, which is basically a heavily modified version of the Gusion. Well, the Kimaris is good enough for me, and probably I'm gonna get the Gusion Remake just to make a comparison with the other two Gundam frames. So anyways guys, that's all for now. And if you did enjoy the review, please be sure to drop a like, comments, and also subscribe for more gaming videos, model reviews, and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out guys. Bye bye.